Hey everyone, welcome to another MLM Dumpster Fire. Today we're back to check up on our favorite Monat influencer. She joined Monat about 2 years ago. She had a following on social media and that's why she's successful now. So that's all I'm gonna say about that. If you've been watching my videos for a while, you know that I like to cover Joe from Monat, and Faith is one of the people that I've been enjoying covering in the past from Monat as well. So this is like an interview type of thing. She's gonna interview another woman and they're just gonna talk about the business and we're just gonna get right into it. I've not watched this, so we're gonna react to it together as always on my channel. And don't forget that you can click that like and subscribe button here if you would like to support my channel. That's a nice free way to do that. And as always, big shout out to my channel members. Thank you guys for being here, and let's just get right into it. It's a bit lengthy.
Hello, happy Saturday. I am so excited to be going live with one of my good friends in this business who actually started and still is a hairstylist. And I just love hearing from stylists on how Monat has impacted not only them, but how it's been such an amazing option for their clients, what it's doing for them. Funny story, before when I was in high school and was thinking about what I wanted to do with my life. Oh, there's no sound. Can you hear me okay? Let me know if you can hear me. Someone said there's no sound. But I toyed with the idea of being a stylist, and I've always been super interested in the whole profession. I think it's absolutely amazing. And Kim's work is so good. Like I want to fly down to Florida and have her do my hair. But let me just add her.
Come on
Hi.
down to Florida, girl.
I want to. Like, I'm just gonna come on down
Love
one
it.
day, get my hair done in your beautiful at-home studio salon. Like, are you
Thank
just
you.
loving it?
Oh my gosh, it's so good. We have 4 acres and we built a salon on our property, and I've been doing it for maybe 4 months now, and it's just been
I was
so incredible.
gonna say
Yes.
it's fairly recent that you made
Mm-hmm.
this change,
Yes.
all because of Monat.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. I've been with Money for 4 years, which is so crazy to say. And all my clients are on their products exclusively. I've been exclusive since I've been with them because the second it touches your hair, you're not going to want anything else to touch it.
Yeah.
And so, this new endeavor of having an at-home salon has just been a dream of ours. When we bought this house 3 years ago, we were like, that's where it's going to be. And finally, with Monat's help, obviously, and making more money, like it happened very fast. So yeah, we're so happy.
So good. And you have 4 kids.
Yeah.
So, right? Four?
Yep. 4 kids. Right now they are, let me think, we just had 2 birthdays. So they're 3, 4, 7, and 8. And
Oh my,
so
I
lots of
can't
fun.
imagine like the flexibility of having that at your house, how
Oh yeah.
amazing that must be.
Yes.
And I just,
As always, Faith plays the mom card very, very strong. I mean, this is like you have a bunch of kids and you're at home and your business is at home. I mean, if I was a hairstylist, I don't think I would want to use and sell to my clients a product from a company that has multiple lawsuits for hair loss. People saying that the products caused hair loss to them. And you're using this on your clients.
need to shout you out because I know we got our we got our little reports for
Mm-hmm.
2024, and you are in the top 100 for the, was it the super seller bonus,
Yeah.
the product sales. So top
Yes.
100 for product sales. Like that's
Yes.
amazing.
Crazy.
And I feel like honestly, if you're a stylist, like, and you need to tell me because you've been in the industry, all the things I haven't been, but I'm like, this just makes so much sense because
Oh, yeah.
not only, like you said, the products are amazing, so you're going to be offering your clients something so much
Mhm.
better than what they have currently,
Yeah.
but you're able to basically, like, you're double dipping, like you're working a business
Yes.
while also just doing what you're doing already, because you have people coming to you to have their hair done anyways. Like, you already have the clientele.
Yes, it is a no-brainer as a hairstylist. Easily can say that. And definitely the smartest, I'll say, business move I ever made, but also just like personal move, because I think, I mean, you've experienced this in just this year. Like, you just start elevating because you're around people that, like, you know, I don't know about you, but like 4 years ago, if I would have told my friends, hey, I want to start working my way towards earning $1 million from selling shampoo, they probably would have been like, okay, Kim.
Yeah,
Where when I say that to you, you're like, oh, how far away are you? Like, literally, like, it's just a different conversation here. So business wise, smartest thing, because it's taken my hair salon business so much further, faster too, because I've learned so much from this business. And then obviously my clientele are literally obsessed. And when you say double dipping, it's almost like triple dipping, because their hair is growing so fast that they are in my chair more often with their roots. And so we are, you know, yeah, a little triple dip. So
Never
honestly,
even
as a
thought
hairstylist,
about that.
yeah,
Yes.
it's a no-brainer. My husband was in sales in the hair salon world for like 6 years. And when I started with Monat, he was just like, why isn't every hairstylist doing this? And so there's, you know, we don't have to hold inventory. Like, the products are elite. You're going to see your own hair and your client's hair change right before your eyes. And the compensation plan is going to start paying you. And that's just something anyone in the service industry understands. Like, if you're not at work, you're not making money, right? If I'm not physically behind that chair, I'm not earning any money. But same thing for like a lap.
Oh, I love this. But in MLM, you show up and you try to work, but you still don't make any money. At least if you're at work, you get money for it. In Monat, when you're working, you don't get money for it. MLMs in general. And as always, I'm gonna link my sources down below in the description box from the Federal Trade Commission, including the Monat's Income Disclosure Statement, which is a document put out by Monat themselves, the company, which shows that the majority of distributors in Monat are at the very bottom rank, not making any profit. So I would love to hear you guys explain, why are these people working but still not making any profit? Why is it? Why is that? Huh? We'll wait.
For like a lash tech, a nail artist, a bartender, even, like, the service industry is so big. When we can start making money from our phones, when I'm in my pajamas, chilling with the kids on the couch, like, your life just starts changing.
Yeah.
So that's what I've been able to do for the past 4 years. And it's just blessed our family like I can't even describe. It's crazy. I'm looking out right now on we moved 1 year into being with Monat. We could afford this house that we had been looking at. It's 4 acres. It's beautiful. It's so peaceful. This is just like our little, you know, you and I are kind of the same in that way. We're like, we love our home. Yeah. And this would not have been possible easily without Monat. So there just has to be this moment of like, I am ready for something different. I'm ready for a shift. And if that's what you're feeling, even if it feels scary or feels like, I don't know what I'm going to do, like, how am I going to do? We are here to help you figure that out. And that's what's so cool too, is like, it's just a new wave of doing what we've always done in the salon, you know?
Before Monat, what was like whatever products you were using or selling or holding inventory, like, were you making any money on that, or how did you do that? Like, what was the cut that you would get? How did that work? I'm just curious.
Yeah. So you buy these huge packages from these salon brands, like tens of thousands of dollars, and you put them on your shelf.
Now we're gonna shit about other companies, other products, because that's what they always do in MLMs. Well, the majority of reps always like to shit on their previous MLM companies or just non-MLM companies in general.
And then you upsell the price just to make back, you know, a little bit of difference. And that's honestly why once I became like out of a commission salon, I never held retail, because I wasn't about to do that and then just like hope that it sells as it collects dust on my shelf. Like, it just doesn't make sense. And because I had never found a product line that was like, oh my God, this is incredible, I have to tell everyone about it, until Monat. So even my clients who are like my OG clients who have been with me forever, they're like, when I started, they're like, you must really like this because you never sold me anything this whole time. And I'm like, no, literally, like, I also, you've seen my before photo. I
Yeah.
was having to wear extensions for 10 plus years because my hair was.
You must really like this because you've never tried to sell me anything. Her clients say that. Her clients that she's already making money from by doing their hair. But no, that wasn't enough for her. She wanted to earn even more money off of her clients. So she joined an MLM where she can sell these products and recruit them into her team to make even more money from her clients.
So thin, and it was just getting worse and worse and worse. So, and guess what I was on? All salon brand products, all of them. I tried all of them. I promise you, I've done the legwork for you. So when I tell you that, like, first use, you're going to be mind blown. And then obviously with consistent use, you'll start seeing just like all face documentation. She did such a good job. I wish I would have done a better job of that when I started, of like all the new hair, all the growth. Like, it is going to blow your mind. And I just think, as a hairstylist, I just have to say this because sometimes there's a stigma wrapped around money.
Ask, like,
Yeah.
like I've heard this, right?
Yeah.
There's this, it's not a salon brand. Can you touch on that?
It's silly. And I think I can say that just so freely because it has been 4 years and I've had so many conversations with hairstylists where it's very black and white. There's no like gray area. They either are anti or they're interested and they've seen the results. So I just have to say it's a little funny. And this is just me because I can't say this. Okay, I'm a hairstylist. I just had a reel go insanely viral of results from our clinical thickening line. And it's one of my clients who went through a health issue and lots of stress last year, lost, I'll say 60% of her hair volume, like density. Now she's been on the clinical line for 8 months and I was showing her new growth. I'll take a step back, but it's like this long all over her head, literally everywhere. That much more hair is growing in. So you can go to my page and look at it. Here's the funny part. I have so many hairstylists in my DMs saying, this is insane. This is incredible. What is this? I need this. I need this for my clients. And here's where that.
But I hope those people actually make their research on Monat before using it on their clients because there are lawsuits and there are so many different ex-Monat reps and people who used these products who say the completely opposite, that using these products caused hair loss, not hair growth. I hope all those hairstylists do their research and decide not to use. I mean, if you want to use these products, these Monat products on yourself, that's your own decision. It's your own hair, your own risk. But when you're using these products on your clients, that's a whole nother thing.
Black and white comes in. The second I say it's Monat, they're either out or they're like, okay, wait, tell me.
As they should be, because people lose hair. And it's an MLM company. It's an unethical business model where the majority of people don't make any profit. And you make money based off of their hard work. It's unethical, in my opinion.
So I just want to challenge you, if you are a hairstylist, of like, drop the freaking stigma. Yeah. This company is going to be in all your clients' bathrooms, I'll say within the next 5 years. Like, it's already been 10 years. Oh yeah, with or without you. They're going to either be buying from people like Faith or me or whoever we are talking about and showing these kinds of results.
Drop the freaking stigma, seriously. There are lawsuits from people who experience hair loss after they started using Monat, multiple lawsuits. There are data and statistics out there from the Federal Trade Commission, from Monat themselves. Their own income disclosure statement shows that it is a unethical business model, in my opinion, because the majority of people don't make any profit. They're working for free. And Monat products are not cheap. So a lot of the people probably, even if they want to use Monat, they can't afford to spend that much money on hair products.
You're going to shoot yourself in the foot if you can't just open your eyes to real results, real facts, real science. Yeah. And that's just what I challenge you to do if you have been thinking these negative thoughts about this brand, because there's literally nothing, there's no concept.
They're not negative thoughts. There's nothing, there's no concept. What do you mean? People don't think bad things about Monat out of nowhere. That's just not, what are you talking about? That's ridiculous.
I've never seen anything bad happen. I've only seen 180s of hair health, hair growth, and hair thickness. So
And it's
That's my
okay.
Just because you haven't seen or experienced anything like that doesn't mean that it didn't happen. Okay.
And it's
that's my
okay. Like it's okay to change your mind. I feel like so
yes.
I wasn't a stylist, but I was in the like content creator space doing affiliate marketing, and there was also the stigma of like that like to be like a real influencer or whatever, like you work
Sure.
with like brands that are in stores, and like if this isn't in a store, like, oh, does the product suck or whatever. And it's like
Mhm.
my thing is like you just need to try it for yourself. That's
Yeah.
the crazy part, is like I can even understand being skeptical of seeing results, even though it is like, why would we lie about it like over and
Right.
over? But I could even be,
I mean, you have all the reason to lie about it because if you lie about it, you get more people to buy and join, and you get money based off of that. I'm not saying that they're lying, but they have a reason to lie.
like, I could understand that. But if you haven't even tried them yourself, like, how can you really say? Like, what's
Mhm.
the worst that can happen? You just need to try it for yourself.
Yeah.
No, you don't. No, you don't. If you're aware of other people losing hair, who in their right mind would be like, oh, I want to try that to see if I'm gonna lose hair or not? No. And I know there's some anti-MLM creators that actually tried Monat products. I think it was Isabella and maybe another person. I don't remember who it was, but I don't know how, maybe Chelsea. I don't know how they had the courage to actually try Monat because I would be too scared of my hair getting crappy from using Monat. But again, I mean, I've had crap hair for a very long time because I burned it with bleach. So my whole thing is if I hear something bad about a product or a brand, I'm not using that on my hair. There's no fucking way. Even though I mean I've been using the same brands for years, like L'Oreal and Garnier. I don't think I use anything else. But yeah, I have this fear of damaging my hair again. So I would not dare to try, especially after hearing people had bad experiences with them, especially hair loss, hair getting damaged. It's not that easy to get your hair back in good shape after you've damaged it. Sometimes it's impossible. So no, that the thing that, oh, you just have to try it for yourself instead of being skeptical. No, if you've heard other people's experiences, why would you want to try it to see what happens? Come on, especially with so many brands out there, good hair care brands that you know will not damage your hair.
Yeah.
And like you're gonna be shocked. I was so skeptical. I almost like, not that I didn't want to like them, but I was like, I don't know. I think these girls are exaggerating. Like, I don't see how good
Right.
this could really be. And then after my first wash, I was like, stop
Yes.
right now. And I was
Right.
like trying to convince myself. I'm like, it's in my head. And
Yeah.
then I think after like my second or third wash, my husband, who notices nothing, he's like the ultimate dude. He was like,
Uh-huh.
your hair is so shiny and soft, and like, what are you doing? I'm like, you've got to be kidding me.
Yeah. It's working. I know. That's so true. And I had the same exact experience. I got out of the shower that first time almost angry because I was like, I've been ignoring this brand for how many years because I had, all the stigma thoughts in my head. And first use, I
Yeah.
have very fine hair. So like first use, it was weightless, but it felt moisturized, which I think is a very hard thing when you have fine, thin hair to have volume, which like, hello, body volume, but still be silky, shiny, moisturized. I've had multiple hairstylists say that like most volumizing lines make your hair feel like straw because they're like, we can't put anything on it, it's going to weigh it down.
Mhm.
Where our products are all so healing, but with our Rejuvenate oil, which is weightless because it has no fillers or silicones in it.
Mhm.
So you're just going to be blown away.
Rejuvenate oil that costs like 80 something pounds, if I remember. I checked on the UK site and it's so expensive. That's just ridiculous. Like I said, a lot of people out there, even if they want to, they probably can't afford to buy these products regularly.
Like you literally just have to try. That's it.
What would you say to somebody who, maybe wants to scale their salon? So maybe they have dreams of, not scaling back, or maybe doing something, not that you've scaled back, but you know what I mean, like a home salon,
Sure.
versus someone who wants to like have a big salon and like really scale that business, and they're like, I don't know if I'd have the time. Like, can you talk about how this
Sure.
could either help them scale it, I don't know, fit in, like the time is going to just fit into it. Like, can
Yeah.
you talk to that at all?
It's a very simple process because if you think about, okay, you're behind the chair, you're talking to your clients about products, which is happening irregardless. And then it's just almost a more streamlined process. So I will say after COVID happened, I think everyone got used to things being just shipped straight to them. And honestly, people like that. So now when I first started, my goal necessarily wasn't really to scale back. I was just excited to like make more money. I was just like, heck yeah. So I would talk to each client while they were in my chair. And then I was literally like, okay, once my kids are asleep tonight, I'm going to text you later and I'm going to get you all these products and send you the link. And then it just like snowballed from there. So it is a simple thing. If you are just looking for something to get better products.
I don't know. Let me know down below. How would you feel? Do hairstylists actually do this? Like non-MLM hairstylists? Do they actually try to sell you products that they're using? Unless you specifically ask, I don't think they try to do that anyway. I mean, I haven't been going to a hairstylist for about 10 years. 10 years. I cut my own hair. I dye my hair at home by myself, so I don't really go to hairstylists. It was just one of the area where I decided to save some money for myself. Even back when I did go to a hairstylist, they never tried to sell me anything in the chair. So I don't know if that's become a new thing that they do. Like I said, if you don't specifically ask for a product, I really don't think they're gonna try to sell it to you unless they're in an MLM. Or unless they're an affiliate for something, I guess. But I think I would find that annoying personally. Like if I'm in the chair, I want you to do something to my hair. Don't try to sell me stuff, okay? Let's just chit chat or let's just be there in silence, get it over with. I don't think I would like them trying to sell me something unless I specifically asked what product they're using.
Products in your client's hand, make extra money, make money from a product company that's actually going to pay you. Because that was my husband's first question was like, yeah, when's the last time like Redken ever cut you a check? And I'm like, yeah, never. And I spend thousands of dollars on their color every single year. So, just these little mindset shifts of, again, if you
Also, I mean, if you're just trying to earn a little bit extra money and you do try to sell people in your chair, like your clients, some products, I think it's probably okay as long as it's not an MLM company. Not that I think about it. As long as it's not an MLM. Like you gotta make your buck, right? But still, like MLM is unethical. The majority of people don't make any profit, and people experienced hair loss from using Monat products. So I don't think it's ethical for hairstylists to try and sell Monat to their clients. But if it's something else that's not problematic, then it's probably fine.
if you just are ready, I was personally ready for like a pivot. I was feeling the burnout in the hair world. I was like not inspired anymore. It wasn't fun anymore. And I knew deep down I love doing hair. So, not that that might be where you're at, but if you are feeling like there's got to be something else, this can just weave perfectly into your day to day in the salon. And your clients are just going to be so obsessed, like literally.
Yeah. And I didn't even think about that too, because you said like you have to mark it up to be able to make anything. And someone could go buy that same thing at Ulta, Sephora, Target, whatever, like, but you're not getting the orders. You're not offering the best deal. Like you must just feel better about offering someone a better product, a better deal. It's easier for them. Like it's just more simplified.
That's what so many hairstylists were having to do after 2020 was they were having to make like Amazon storefronts with like links because people wanted it shipped to them. So it's just a new wave of like how it can be done. And obviously it's going to be so much better because you're being paid, your clients are obsessed with their hair, everyone's happy. It's a win-win-win,
Last question.
Okay.
How do you feel about offering the opportunity to other stylists? Like, do you do that often? Like, how do you handle when people like aren't interested or whatever? Because I feel like a lot of stylists, like they probably would come into this and be really comfortable with the product sales side, or at least telling people about the product, but the business side or like scaling it might feel different.
Well, so I mean, for me, at the end of the day, I'm a mom and wife before I'm a hairstylist. And so how my life had been going was I was working 70 hours a week in the salon and missing my kids' lives. So when I looked at the numbers, the compensation plan, the opportunity of what I could make here, it was a no-brainer for me.
You gotta love the little guilt trip that she put in there.
No-brainer for me to scale it to the max that I could. Now I have lots of hairstylists on my team who just want to take care of their clients. And like one specifically who pops into my head, she's in Jacksonville, she crushes color, and she's got all her clients set up, and that income that she makes pays for her salon suite and it covers her back bar costs. So anything that we have to buy to physically do our jobs, Monat is covering that. So even that is so cool. So there's such a spectrum of like how hard in the paint you can go, you know, if you want. Like I literally, this is my dream. I work 3 days a week in the salon because I love doing hair. Hi, girl.
We're a little bit sick today.
Okay. And then I'm home the other 4, you know, so that is what I was searching for. I wanted more time with my kids, but I wanted to fall in love with doing hair again, you know?
And
so,
sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say, it can be any amount of that you want. You could be Caroline, like in Jacksonville, who just wants her clients on non-silicone products because she highlights their hair and wants the top quality health of their hair to be a 10. So when she goes in and is doing these beautiful highlights, it's so healthy and it stays so bright and healthy the whole time. And then you have people like me who I'm like, I just, you know, I see dollar signs.
Yeah, and it's almost like too, because I'm a mom too, by the way. Hello.
Yes.
But it's almost another thing where it's like, it almost feels once you change your mindset and you see what this can do for you, it would almost be selfish.
The fact that she just said, I see dollar signs, I think explains everything. This woman probably doesn't care about the lawsuits, or in my opinion, that's just my conclusion. As long as she can make more money, that sounds like she doesn't give a shit about what she's using on her clients, in my opinion, again.
Selfish to like not share it. Like, how do you not share it with somebody?
Yeah.
Because it could truly change their life. Yeah. Like, I mean, before Monat, and we can end here because I've been going for a little bit and I want to make it short and sweet, but if it wouldn't have been for Monat, I would have probably had to go back into, I was in corporate before having kids. I probably would have had to go back to a 9-to-5 job.
Yep.
And so once you see what this can really do for you, it's like, how do you not invite people to the party?
Right. Yeah. That's so true. And anyone, you know, I don't say anyone can do this business, but I just truly feel like it doesn't matter if you're a stay-at-home mom or someone working or in corporate, or, you know, we have nurses and photographers and realtors and I mean, everyone under the sun, because it, like that spectrum I'm talking about, it can be whatever you want it to be. Faith and I, you and I are very similar, where it's like
No, it can't be whatever you want it to be, because it's statistically proven that the majority of people are not going to profit no matter how hard they work, because the business model is set up so that they won't profit. It's nearly impossible unless you're joining an MLM company at its early stages, or unless you have a big social media following like Faith Drew had when she joined, and then you recruit those people into your team. Or if you have a salon, like the woman, I forgot her name. I'm so bad with names. Or like we've seen in Arbonne, if your parent is at top of the company, the MLM company, and then you decide to join when it's oversaturated, then your parent can help you become successful. There are specific circumstances that you have to have in order to be successful in an MLM.
I mean, why wouldn't we go hard? Because look at what it's doing for our families, you know? But however much capacity you can give this, it's going to pay you back for that, you know? So I just think, like I said in the beginning, if you are looking for a pivot and a shift, especially stepping into a new year, like, hello, perfect timing, in my opinion. We're here to show you the way. Our systems are incredible. You don't come into this and just be like, now what? I got to go figure this out. Like, we literally show you everything that we've done to find our success. And I just love that. I don't really feel like you get that anywhere else.
Like I said, you're successful because you both had special circumstances that the majority of people that join an MLM don't have. That's the only reason why you're successful, in my opinion. Also, they always say, oh, now is the best time to join. They literally always say that throughout the whole year. So anyway, I'm gonna wrap that one up here. Thanks so much for watching, especially if you made it this far. Don't forget that you can support my channel in a nice free way if you would like to by subscribing and liking this video. And as always, big shout out to all my channel members. Thank you guys for being here. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.